What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Christianplayz. I'm back with another banger for you guys. I've been playing the Madden 21 beta throughout the weekend, and I noticed a couple of things, both good and bad, while I was playing. So I have my pros and cons of the Madden 21 beta for you guys. I could have made this video earlier, but I wanted to keep on playing and get as much information as I could and just not rush the video just to put it out. But if you enjoy the content, don't forget to take a second, hit that like, subscribe button, as well as turn notifications on so you can notify when I upload a new video. Now let's get into my list. Hold on, let me go to it on my phone because it is in my notes. I was jotting down a whole bunch of notes. Remember, before I start, this is only the beta. It is not supposed to be good, and the background gameplay, it's just gameplay from Weekend League. As you can see, I have 99s all over. It's not the beta. It is just Weekend League gameplay, so don't have to worry about that. But like I was saying, the beta is not meant to be good. It's meant for us to tell EA what to improve, basically. They're going to look at a few things, not everything, obviously, but probably like 5 or 6 things that they need to improve on. That's probably what they're gonna do. But we're gonna start with my pros, then we're gonna go to the cons, and then I just have general gameplay things. It's not a lot of general gameplay, but it's a little bit. Now let's get into my list. The first thing on this list is the new abilities for receivers and zone coverages on defense, because I like how they split up the wide receiver abilities. I like how they have it to where, like, in out elite, it's not like all over the field. It's only like 5, 10 yard, 15. It's separated into like yardage. It's separated into yardage, so I definitely like that. They take a W on that. Receiver and tight ends actually use their height just like in Madden 20. Like, you know how like when you try to throw it to them and they face catch. I don't know if it's because of the zones are so bad. Like, the zones are bad in Madden 21 beta. I don't know if it's because it's so bad, but they actually use their height, and it probably won't be like that if they improve the zones, but for now they actually do. Catching animations are way better, especially on possession catches. Y'all know how in Madden 20 y'all can get hit, possession catch, you can get hit and still lose the ball. Like, if it's a possession catch and nobody is around you, you should be able to fall and not get blasted and drop the ball. High pass actually works. That's another one. High pass actually works. It depends on the placement of the ball though, placement and timing, but I was trying high passes and they actually work. Like, I tried it to Kelsey and I believe Gronk. They are obviously 6'5" and 6'6", but still they actually work depending on placement and timing. Low pass is still effective. I was trying it, it was still effective. Obviously the zones are messed up. That's how I knew the zones were messed up, because I did a low pass, like it was a deep low pass to a real wheel route, and the cornerback literally just stood there and didn't make no effort to even attach to the ball. He literally just stood there and let the low pass go in front of him. That is because the zones are messed up. Obviously that shouldn't happen in real game. Hopefully they fix that. Cutting up the field after a slant or drag, it's not like this shit when you like, it's like hard to turn when you catch a drag or a slant. Madden 21 beta, you catch a slant, you catch a drag, you can immediately go upfield. Next on the list is route running. I noticed the route running is a lot better. They actually they make cuts without having to have X factors, because y'all know, if they didn't have abilities or X factors, they were not cutting like they're supposed to. Like, they just weren't running the route smoothly. They run routes smoothly, and I like how they actually stick and run their routes. Making plays on the sideline, along with like cutting up field, route running, all that, making plays on the sideline. Like, they actually have sideline awareness. I was throwing passes to Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, and Mike Evans on the sideline just to test this out, and they actually adapted. Like, they knew where the white line was. They played smart when they were like creeping up on the white line instead of just touching out of bounds and then getting the flag when they eventually catch the ball. But those are high awareness guys, so I don't know if that's gonna be like that on everybody, but at least we know once we get higher overalls in Ultimate Team, or if you're using a high overall player in like franchise or something, they will actually have the smarts to not run out of bounds and touch that white line and get the flag when you eventually get them the ball. Next up on the list is throw out of a hit. I want to talk about throw out of a hit. Like, it's a con, but at the same time, I guess it can be good if it's reworked, because in the beta, it's all picks. If you try to throw the ball and you get hit, you're throwing a pick. Like, it normally only works on like deep passes where you really wind up, and once you release the ball, it's like you might as well have not released the ball because you're gonna throw a pick. So that needs a little bit of working to do, but I can see it becoming a pro. I can honestly see it becoming a pro and it actually making sense. Or if not, they just need to take it out in general. Juke seems insane. Like, it is more realistic, but you can like juke out 3 people because of the pursuit angles and also the angles of the juke. Like, it's like a jump cut. It's not even like a juke, it's like a jump cut, and it is really effective. I only did it with Mark Ingram, but we don't have Saquon, McCaffrey. We don't know how powerful it really is. We don't have any of those guys who are like evasive or anything, but it looked really good. So hopefully, I like it, but it may need to be tuned a little bit. Then again, this is only the beta and the defenders are really slow. So maybe when the defenders speed up, if EA speeds them up, well, they gotta speed them up. That's everybody's complaint. The defender speed, they have to at least boost it a little bit. Maybe that counters it a little bit, but right now, it is insane. This juke move is insane. Screens actually work. Like, the screens can actually catch you off guard. In Madden 20, if you called a screen, like the D end would play it, the D tackle would play it, the inside linebacker, the other line, everybody would play the screen. But this year, like Madden 21, not this year because Madden 21 is not out yet. Madden 21, it looked like it actually worked. Like the D, like you didn't get that much help from the D line. And if you didn't see the screen coming, you're definitely going to get hit for like 15 yards off the screen. Tackling is definitely better. That's one thing. Like, they actually break down. They didn't lie about that. They didn't lie about them saying that they don't, like, they break down. They actually break down and they actually get tackled off of juke moves, off of everything. They actually break down and get tackled. So that is better. Pursuit angles still need to be worked on, but the tackling is better. Blitzes don't come in as fast. I know y'all all hated the 1-4-6. I even hated it. The cover 3, not cover 3, cover 4, 3-4 odd blitzes. The blitzes come in slower. You actually have time to pass the ball. Quick release on the QBs. I love the releases on the quarterbacks. They can throw the ball and you can quick pass. You don't get the quick pass inaccurate. You can quick pass. Well, is it called quick pass? It's something like that. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. You can quick pass. That all goes into the QB release. The QB releases are insane. Not insane, but they are good, especially on the run. On the run, they are good. I use Mahomes, so then again, Mahomes, Lamar, they normally throw off the run anyways, but they do look good. Sheds work effectively on runs. Like, if somebody runs like say they're in like a big formation and they try to like run the ball when they're supposed to be passing it, D-line will actually get sheds and actually stop the run in the backfield sometimes. Not 100% of the time, but it is more efficient than in Madden 20. Now, on to the cons that I have on this list. I know I'm not going to cover everything. I'm not going to cover everything. So if I miss something, give me a break. Please give me a break, because I know I'm not going to cover everything. Pass lead doesn't work at all. Pass lead is terrible. I tried to pass lead it to Tyreek Hill and Mahomes threw it straight. It didn't work at all. Defense is slower than offense. I probably already said this, but literally Mike Evans burned a corner and I was in cover 4. All we did was call the streak. We called the streak, just threw it. He burned him. Like, I kid you not. I don't know if it was a glitch. The corner moved back and all. He just got burned. I don't know. He literally got burned. The defensive ability on Earl Thomas, I believe it's like film study. It gotta go. It can be, I mean, for regs, I mean, I don't like it. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like it. It has to go. It has to go. Zones are terrible right now. We know this. Zones, that's a big one. Zones are terrible. Like, I like the fact that they added like the drop zone and like where you can drop to your zone, but the zones are terrible right now and they definitely need to be fixed. Not too much. They don't need to be fixed too much, but they need to be fixed a little bit. Please do not touch it too much and make it as overpowered as this year, but zones definitely need to be fixed. The blocking is terrible from what I noticed. It is terrible. I will get into more of that later, like when I get into the general gameplay, but the blocking was terrible. You cannot swerve catch this year. Why can't I swerve catch? Like if you click onto your dude, he's like unresponsive. When you click on when you pass the ball, he's unresponsive. That's kind of like a skill set like you have to have. So like not everybody doesn't even swerve catch. I mean, a lot of people do. Like a lot of people know how to, but they gotta give a swerve. They gotta give a swerve catch to us, like to make your player like go around instead of just running to the sideline. Like they gotta give us that swerve catch back. I love swerve catch in Madden 20. The run game is still effective in my opinion and can be effective, but again, here comes the speed thing. Speed on the defense is slow, so I don't know. The run defense is pretty much the same. Like 3-3-5 wide, 3-4 odd. That's what I was running against the run. It's pretty much the same run defense. So joking them, obviously they're probably gonna outsmart everybody in 3-3-5 if they decide to run. Because if they decide to run, it looks like it will be effective, just like in Madden 20. Next up is celebrations. It was a good idea. I see where they were going with it, but it needs to be only on touchdowns. The celebration thing pops up way too much. It's not that much of a big factor, but it's like, it's annoying. Like, it's annoying. It's not that much of a big factor, but if y'all could either limit them after like tackles, interceptions, or just make them for touchdown, please. I like the idea. It made sense. I see where y'all were coming from, but it's just annoying. It's hard to turn your hips. That is a big thing. It is hard to turn your hips, even on the faster linebackers. Like, what is his name? I think it was like Devin White. And it's somebody else on the Buccaneers. I can't get his name right now. But I was trying to use them at middle linebacker and like cover 2 routes. That is skill. I don't care what nobody says. Being able to cover 2 routes is skill. Y'all can slow it down, but please make it to where we can at least like have a little bit of leeway. Because being able to cover 2 routes, all the scrubs complain and say it's not realistic. Yes, it is. If you're baiting somebody, this isn't real life. We're playing Madden. I understand y'all want a real life game, but this is not real life. We're playing Madden here. You should be able to cover more than one route at a time. Like, you should be able to cover more than 1 route at a time. That's gonna always be in my head. If they don't change it, oh well, but you should be able to cover more than 1 route. The ball hits the receiver in the head sometimes on rack animations. Like off of slants and like delay fades, when you just try to rack it, it will hit the receiver in the back of the head. Or like on quick passes, it does that. I don't like that at all. It shouldn't. That should never. Like never. That's not football IQ. Never hit the receiver in the back of the head. Never. That should not happen. Outside linebackers cannot jump at all. Like middle linebackers, they can kind of jump, but outside linebackers, I know their zone is low, but they cannot jump at all. They're athletes. They're athletes. They can jump with a wide receiver. They probably can. They not gonna monster wide receiver. Don't get me wrong, they can't do that. But they can definitely, some can jump with wide receivers. Rollouts still bring the corners down. That's one thing I hate. I hate that. Like, say you have a spy and somebody rolls out to the corner on a corner route. Why would they be able to why would the corner even drop? He should stay on the receiver behind him, but they still come down. I do not like that at all. That is terrible. They should not drop at all off of a rollout unless you do not have a spy. And y'all see from my Madden 20, I always have a spy, so I'm not lying to y'all. I have a spy. He still comes down. Like, that shouldn't happen. Pass rush is insane, even if the O-line has abilities. Like, I was playing, I think I was playing against the Buccaneers. I was playing against the Buccaneers, and Frank Clark was just, no, I was playing against the Ravens. I think their left tackle has an ability. like a pass protection ability. Frank Clark doesn't have an ability. It was one of them, one of the Chiefs defensive linemen without an ability, and he was just throwing the dude to the side like he has a pass protection ability, and it wasn't working. That's when I knew pass rush was insane, and they need to tone that down some more because three in Ultimate Team first week, if you have money, 3 active defensive linemen, bruh, you're going 25-0 in the first weekend. You're going 25-0 because from what I've seen, the pass rush is insane. Now, on to my final thoughts and the general gameplay. Quick pass works. I said that already, but quick pass actually works, and it works good. QBs can get the ball to the receivers faster, and I like that. The receiver abilities are now how many yards you run. I said that as well, but example again, in out elite, I like that they separated it. And for defense, the defense, I didn't say the defensive one, like it's for flats. It's not like zoned out or universal coverage. Well, I don't even know if they have that. They probably do, but I like how they have it for like flat routes and like other stuff, and they don't just have it all bunched in one. That is a good thing that they added. 146 does not seem effective at all. I didn't try bear. Well, I did try bear, and it was kind of good, but 146 didn't seem effective at all. I tried to do it. You can run up the middle of the field. You can get like 10 yards at a time. It didn't work effectively. Maybe it works when the game comes out. Maybe they tune up a little bit, but it did not work at all in the beta. R1 for speed doesn't work anymore. Like when you click it, it literally clicks slow. Like the ball rotates in your other hand, but it rotates really slow. And that's about it for the list. I did like the beta though. It's different. It's different. I even found a new formation. And it's not the one I was running in Madden 20. I tried the one in Madden, the one I ran, like the gun type HB slot. I didn't like it. I'm running something else. Y'all see when the game comes out what I'm running, but I'm running something else. Hopefully it works when the real game comes out, because this is the beta and things are bound to change. But yeah, that is my list. If y'all had any other pros or like things that y'all like or bad things about the beta, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching the video. It's your boy Christianplayz. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.